A big thank you to MPB for sponsoring today's video. Oh, so good morning to yous all, and I tell you what, what a chilled out morning it has been. I've had my swim, my brekkie, and then my cough, just to finish it all off amongst this incredible vista over Loch Farder. Absolute class. How are we looking anyway? Oh, goodness me. A little bit rough. So I didn't have the best of sleeps. Actually, it probably wasn't too bad as wild camping goes. My alarm went off at 3:30 in the morning for a 10 to 4 sunrise. Had a peek out the tent and it was nice, but it was just like cloudy, moody. So I didn't bother. There was nothing to suggest that it was a sunrise, so there was no point. So straight back down to bed. And I think that's probably when I got a decent little kip. So just before I pack the tent away, I am going to grab here a quick panel. I just feel like I have to, really. This has been my vista, you know, for all of yesterday evening and this morning, and it'll be a nice little memory. So I'm just doing 5 or 6 shots, I think, from left to right at some of the mountains right off in the background. I'll move out of the way. These ones here. And you know what, to be fair, they're actually quite nice. The conditions aren't perfect, but we've got a nice bit of light sprayed across those mountains. The clouds are all right as well. There's a fair bit of drama up there. And yeah, with them 5 or 6 shots with the pano, I'm zoomed in over 100 mil. I think it's 115 mil. So they're going to appear quite large in the pano, which is exactly what I want, because looking at them now, absolute beasts. So yeah, I'll show you that. And then we'll get the tent packed away and we'll crack on with the rest of this loop back to the van and see what delights the rest of today has to offer. I've got a good feeling about it. Whoa. Oh yes, so we've made a good little bit of progress now. There's a bee flying around the place. Goodness me, get out of here, lad. We've made a good bit of progress, and I've just, for the past sort of 20 minutes or so, I've had this wonderful vista. We're beside this, this is a completely different loch now, and then we've got Loch Farder off in your background there, and just all of these peaks stretched across beyond these, you know, this loch and Loch Farder. It's just, I'm sorry guys, but I'm doing another pano. I'm just gonna say it there right off the bat. This has got pano written all over it, and all I've been waiting for, you could probably see it off on these mountains in the background, is we've just had these patches of light, kind of similar to the first photograph when we were at camp. We've just had these patches of light hitting the mountains in certain places. It's been really changeable, and I've just been stood here for 10 or 15 minutes watching it and taking different versions of the same pano, you know, and it's all They're all very different depending on how the light hits the mountains. It's wonderful. So the sort of big collection of mountains there actually forms part of Slioch. I'll put an image up on the screen here that I took, man, must be like 3 years ago now, I'm not sure. It's actually a print that is available on my website if you'd like to buy it. It's one of my best-selling prints. I love the photograph. And there's a mountain you'll see right off in the background that's bathed in some light, and that is Slioch on right from the other side. So yeah, that's cool. See, look, we're getting some more light up there now. And so yeah, all I'm doing is really starting at the left-hand side of this mountain range and just making my way all the way across there. In fact, I'm going to grab another little panel now, just because that light is looking so nice. And again, I don't know how many shots it is. It never really matters how many shots it is, because of course you're going to crop it in post. Always take more photographs when you're doing that sweep with your panel than you think that you'll need. I'm in at about 70 mil, just under, and all it is loch or lochs in the foreground, mountains in the midground, and then the sky is all right, it's decent. We've got drama. Whoa, the light is looking good over in that direction. That is quality. So f11, ISO 64, and 1/80th of a second. Another classic Scottish Highland panorama, you beauty. Oh my goodness, there's no denying it, I am absolutely shattered. So the walk back down was, to be completely honest, a little bit boring. I'm really glad I did the loop the way around that I did, because the conditions were well better yesterday. And yeah, on the way down, as soon as we came away from them lochs, it was just like a 4x4 track going down into a valley, bringing us away from the mountains. So yeah, I'm shattered and I'm glad to be back into the van. It feels like luxury now. I've been to a local shop, got some essentials. We've got the big massive Lucozade. We've got some cheese and onion crisps, and probably the creme de la creme, the crunchy bar. So order of the day now, right now, is to chill out for an hour or two. Yeah, just relax in the van, probably stick the TV on even. And then I might find a pub later to have a little bit of a meal. And yeah, just plan what I'm going to do for this evening. So I hope you'll join me on that. Before I start chilling out too much, I would love to say another big thanks to today's video sponsor, which is MPB. If you've never heard of them, MPB is actually the world's biggest platform where you can buy, sell or trade used photography equipment, or videography equipment for that matter. Absolutely class. I've bought things off there myself, and they've got a wonderful grading system. I'll put a link to their website in the video description below. Definitely go and check them out. They actually take photographs of the exact products that you're buying, rather than just like, you know, a stock image of a lens or a tripod, whatever it is that you're buying. And I really like that. And on top of that, the prices are so competitive, which in this day and age is good. I mean, it's always good, isn't it? You never want to pay over the odds. I think where MPB really come into their own is actually selling to them. What they will do, this is quality, they will send a courier to your address at a date of your choice, free of charge, to collect anything that you want to sell to them, you know, be it a lens, a camera, whatever. And you know, they'll take it away, inspect it. As long as everything's all right with it, the money will be in your account within like a couple of days. Absolute brilliant service. So for me, it's almost like a no-brainer. You know, if you've got stuff that's just lying around the gaff gathering dust, you may as well just sell it to them, because it's not even like you have to go out the house, down to the post office and mess about like that. So definitely check them out. Another massive thank you to them. Like I say, link in the video description below. And yeah, it's time to chill. Oh goodness me, so we have made it to the car park for where I want to be for sunset. It's still about 4 hours to sunset, but as you can probably hear, it is absolutely chucking it down. Oh my goodness, I'll show you. I'll overlay now some footage of where we are. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Should have a nice little bay just down from where we're parked here, and just facing in a decent direction if anything does happen at sunset. It is forecast to sort of start slowly clearing up. Like I said, we've still got 4 hours, man, so a lot could change. This came out of nowhere, so I'm still feeling optimistic. So all I can do at the minute is chill in the van. Not bad. Oh mates, so I've changed my mind. The bay that I was at wasn't quite right for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I didn't feel as if it was kind of lining up with those mountains very well. Something just didn't feel right compositionally. It was like pointing the wrong way. Secondly, talking about pointing the wrong way, it wasn't right for the sunset. The sun's going down there. Now I've come to a completely different location. When I was driving around this area, there's just loads of little lock-hands, and even like, you couldn't even call them lock-hands, little puddles, like unnamed things on the Ordnance Survey maps. And I think that's what I want to photograph. And I also think as well, I'm gonna, although it's quite difficult, I'm gonna ignore this section of mountains here. I mean, it goes all the way around. It's ridiculous. And I think I've probably, for the evening, I've been running around like a bit of an idiot. I feel like I may have been tunnel visioned by these a bit. I mean, who wouldn't be? You know, I can't be too harsh on myself, but I don't think they're going to be right for the light. Maybe sunrise, so that remains to be seen. But for now, I'm going to see if I can make some at work around this little spot here. Fingers crossed. Oh my goodness me, look at this, we've got the midgie hat on and everything. I'm getting eaten alive. But I do not care because that light is absolutely stunning. So I have to say this, I pre-visualised this and I went back to the van and I thought, this is going to happen. The universe is paying back. I came to this very spot when I last chatted to you, or just after that, and I used the Photo Pills app to predetermine precisely where the sun was going to set. And back then, bearing in mind this was an hour ago, there was a small gap on the horizon, and I thought to myself, if that sun comes down into that gap, if that's still there at sunset, this is what we're going to get, and somehow it's worked. Absolutely amazing. So, composition is quite simple. It's one of them shots where all the light's doing the work. I've got a collection of rocks down here in the foreground, absolutely amazing. Then we've got the reeds in the midground, and the light is hitting them just beautifully. The lock-hand here is, let me tell you this, dead still. I'm talking like an absolute mirror. It's wonderful. And then of course the light, a few peninsulas off in the background. This really is a photograph that's all about the light, and I hope I can do this scene justice because it is absolutely, oh my goodness, glorious. So it seems to be on the way down a little bit now. So F11, ISO 64, and it's around about half a second, but of course that's changing as the light changes. And yeah, I am going to focus stack this as well. The exposure's fine, and because we're so late in the day, obviously the camera's dealing with it okay, even though we're shooting directly into the sun. But wow, look at them, the colour in them clouds as well. What a treat. I really hope this turns out as good as I think it's going to, and I can put the midgie net back down. I hope you like this one. Oh. So, back to the van. So, just a real quick one, guys. I'm really sorry to interrupt the video, but I wanted to quickly say that my 2023 calendar is now available for pre-order. I know it's proper early to be pre-ordering a calendar for next year. We're barely through 2022. But the thing is, with the pre-orders, I can offer free international shipping, whereas when the calendar sort of comes out properly, I have to charge for shipping. So this is the best time to order it. Secondly, and most importantly, this helps me out so much. It's a great way to support the channel and to support my work. And the photograph that I've just taken, look, is on the front cover. Get a look at that. So there's some fantastic images in the calendar this year. I'm really, really excited for it. I'll leave a link in the video description below. And once again, I thoroughly appreciate your support. It means the world. It means that I can keep making videos like you've just watched. And yeah, thank you so much. Back to the video. That was quality. That was, I was going to say unexpected, but it's weird how I did sort of pre-visualize it, but you've still got bags of hope. And in the back of your mind, you're always sort of thinking, it's from like past experiences, isn't it, as photographers? Because that is very rare to pre-visualize something and for it to happen. Probably even better than I'd imagined. Oh, absolutely amazing. So, I'm going to go back round to where I parked earlier. Remember when it was raining? I think that's a better park up spot. And there's a couple more vans there as well. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate your support. And I'm going to be up for sunrise, but that'll be next week's video. So hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell next to it. You'll get a notification for that if you want to watch it. And if you could, hit the thumbs up button. I'd be very grateful. It really helps me out. I'm hopefully going to be photographing some of this range tomorrow morning, and the forecast is very good. That's all I'm saying. I'll see you on the next adventure. Out.